Sydney Ledwith-Jensen. I am a junior at Oregon City High School. And growing up, I've always been like that really shy girl. And I remember like being little, I'd get like so nervous, like just meeting new people that I'd actually like throw up. And it was just the worst thing in the world. So just being here is just awesome because it's just such like a life improvement. And it's just amazing to be able to do that. Also within high school, I wasn't like really involved in anything until last year during my sophomore year. I started branching out and just trying out a little bit of everything. I did stuff from like Latino club to dance club to like yoga club. And I also was able to join NHS, which kind of originally started me out to do volunteer work. I heard about Key Club and I never thought that it would really be that big of a deal. I just thought I'd join just for the hours to get in for NHS. But I started going and I just realized how important it really is, and meeting all these new people, and I really got motivated to do more. And from my faculty advisor and just everyone at the club, they really inspired me. So along the way, I became pretty much the most dedicated member within our club. I went to Key Leader, and that was really a life-changing experience. I went to Camp Waskowich, which is in Washington, and I just learned a lot of like leadership, integrity, and just inclusiveness of Key Club. There was about 40 of us there, and we all just really bonded, and we all got to know each other. And I still talk to them, even though it's been months afterwards, and they're just all really nice people. And that really inspired me to do more within the club, and to reach out, and to just spread word of Key Club, because I'm like, this is awesome, why isn't more people doing this? So I decided to run for an officer position and ended up getting treasurer, which was cool. But then I noticed at the end of the year we only had people of about 2 at our meetings, and so the club was really dead. And then we ended up going into summer and none of our officers or any of our members really were doing anything. And so I'm like, well, I don't know what to do. So I just started really going out there, and I was feeding the homeless every single Sunday and doing like Relay for Life. And I'd bring my friends along with like Jackie and Rachel over here. And I established my rocks, and I got all my friends involved, and I told them about Key Club. And over the summer, we just really established our club. And when the school came back around, we ended up recruiting probably about 40 new members, which was a lot compared to like 2 at the previous year. And throughout the year, I probably did about like 200 hours of service, which is just crazy. And we also were able to find a faculty advisor, because in the beginning of the year we had no one. We were just doing it ourselves, the officers, and it was hard, but it was fun. And finally we found someone to help us out. And because of all this work that I was doing, I just kind of like ended up moving up to the position of president, so treasurer to president, which felt good because I finally got rewarded for what I've been doing in Key Club. And really, Key Club has just taught me so many different things. I was and still am a control freak. If I don't do it, it's not gonna go right, is how I think of it. But I've learned to let go and to allow other people to like step up and let them lead, which is a really hard thing for me, because I'm like, no, you're not gonna do this right. But it helps them to grow as a person too, which is what I needed, just last year. And it also creates less stress for me and the officers, and I get to see these people go out of their way and help people and like watch them like learn and grow. Like my one friend, Lindsay, actually got arrested for stealing at a grocery store, like makeup or something. And she ended up joining Key Club, and she kind of just like turned her life around. She's like, I don't know why I was doing that type of stuff. And so I get to like see people grow and stuff. And also it's just good to be in Key Club because I've met so many different people. I get to talk to all these different people and really like keep up on my communication skills. And I just really want to like spread the word of Key Club, because there's not a lot of people really who know about Key Club. If I like walk into like one of my classrooms, like no one knows what it is. So as Lieutenant Governor, I just really want to like increase that knowledge and like increase the interaction amongst the division, because we're just kind of like a big family, but like I feel like we should support each other even more. And even like going to Clackamas High School and like Winter Range, it's just amazing to like be there and help each other out. And also I would just love to like continue with the KCC program and Eliminate, because they're just awesome things. I know I could do a lot with being lieutenant governor, improve the division. You know, I've pretty much established Oregon City High School's Key Club and really got it to where it should be. And I've been called many different things, a powerhouse and like Wonder Woman, so I would just love to be given the chance to like show off my superpowers.
With that, 5 minutes minimum for questions from the audience. Audience.
Yes. So I'm a junior too, and I can barely handle the workload and being secretary. Do you think you can do it? I mean, being lieutenant governor and handling all the work you have to do?
I definitely can. I've established a great load of work, like just being treasurer, and I've done every single position because our officers weren't able to step up at that time, so I was having to do everything in the club. I was secretary, I was treasurer, I was vice president, I was bulletin editor, I was everything. And along the way, I'm taking 3 AP classes and other honors classes, and so I know I'll be able to step up my game and still continue doing all that. So, yes.
What do you think makes a leader?
What makes a leader? Just keeping your integrity and being able to take responsibility for things, take lead, but knowing when to fall back, which is what I've really learned, and to kind of slowly like push people to like their full potential.
What sort of advice would you give somebody stepping up into an office position, say next year, a treasurer or something like that? Read up on all the information that you need, like your duties, and really commit yourself, because it's all about commitment and dedication. Because the officers, we all need to like stick together as a whole, because it's not fair if like one person's doing everything. So really read about what your job is. If you have any questions, just ask people and, you know, work together.
What sort of things do you do to get involved with other key clubs and other schools?
I would just love to like go to the clubs and meet everyone, go to like, let's say if you guys have a social or something, be able to attend to those and really keep up with the communication, get to know the officers on a more personal level, and just keep up with the interactions.
What is your favorite Key Club event?
I really loved the Portland area rally because we really just kind of all got together. And it was just fun, and we had really awesome guest speakers, and it was really informational too. So I learned a lot. Yeah.
How would you unite all 11 clubs under your own leadership?
Really promoting, maybe like try to have more like get-togethers, try to move around and tell them like what's going on in like their other clubs, how you can help out, and just establish relationships with each other, because sometimes people have more trouble like reaching out because they're so far away. Yeah.
If you were in this like new club member or something, were coming up with an idea and you didn't see eye to eye, what would you do? How would you handle the situation?
See eye to eye. It's really all about compromise. So try to find a middle ground. It really depends on the situation, I guess, but really compromise. Try to get their side and not be like biased. Yeah.
What's been your favorite Key Club contribution?
I really love feeding the homeless every single Sunday, because really going into it, I was really scared because homeless people, they're like getting off of drugs, or they are on drugs, and they've had like a criminal history. But you really learn about, you know, their past, and they're just people, and so you really get to know them. And going back there every Sunday, you notice the Wranglers, and you're just able to like learn from the experience.
What would your top 3 goals be for the year? At the end of the year, if you look back and say, I accomplished these 3 things, what would they be?
Establish a more family, like reunited division, and promote KCCP and development. As long as everyone, if it was just to increase the education on those, that'd be great.
If as Lieutenant Governor you saw that one of the key clubs was kind of not living up to its potential and didn't really have much involvement in any of the activities, would you get personally involved, and if so, how would you do so?
I would get personally involved. I would go to the officers and I'd ask them if they needed help or if they, whatever, for whatever reason why, you know, they were kind of falling behind, if they had like questions, and ask them, you know, do you need help with this project? Would you like these other schools to help you out? And just go in and talk to them and really establish like their roles and just lend that hand. Yeah.
How would you promote Key Club or encourage participation among any given high school?
I have this personal problem. We're still having this personal problem in Oregon City. No one really knows what Key Club is. And so what I personally would love to do, and I'm trying to do right now within our club, is to go to student council and establish a time during an assembly where we can take like 5 to 10 minutes. Because really, yeah, dance is awesome, but you know, this is way better than just a dance. And it's not really going to take that much time. So just establish, you know, an educational time to like inform the whole school on a large basis.
All right, any last questions? Going once? Going twice? All right, open it up to any laid back, funny questions, random questions, get to know the personality.
Yeah. If you were stuck on a deserted island, would you be willing to eat your left foot?
I don't know. I think I have to go really crazy first. Because I kind of need my foot more. So, yes, but only in extreme circumstances. Rachel.
Zombie apocalypse, what would you do? Go.
Zombieland all the way. Like training, get a gun, double tap, the whole shebang. Yeah.
What's your favorite band or singer?
Tough one. I love music. I really love Lady Gaga. Just like everything that she promotes. I know it sounds a little crazy, but just the fact that she's so real and she's open like about being herself and the whole gay rights. She's awesome. I love her. Yes.
So how many pancakes did you put last summer?
Way too many. I don't know, hundreds.
What do you do to relax? Do you ever find time?
Music is really an outlet for me, whether I'm listening to it, just singing around the house with like my little brother, like teaching him songs. And I also just love to like play the piano, or I'll go on a walk somewhere around the neighborhood. Just really relaxed time, chill time by myself. Yeah.
What's your favorite book?
The 100 Secret Senses by Amy Tan. Yeah.
Twilight or Harry Potter?
Twilight.
You still have 20 seconds, 40 seconds.
Yeah. Okay, since you said Twilight, I have to ask, Edward or Jacob?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you believe vampires should sparkle?
If they do, awesome. I think it's a plus. You know, just make them more beautiful. Yeah.
Do you do any like sports?
Funny story about that. I have never been a sports girl. Growing up, I hated dirt. I just couldn't stand it. And I'm kind of known for my high heels.